By the way, Trudell, again, you are not seeing the big picture on this. You're totally overlooking something. I learned, Mason taught me this at an early
marketing
age.
and album sales?
You never, ever engage with someone lower in the ratings than you.
No, that's
For example,
really
you
important.
notice, like, until the Beast got blown up,
yeah,
we wouldn't mention them. Why would we want to tell people that there's another sports radio station in town? Why would Kanye, with his 16 million followers, want to engage with Wiz Khalifa?
Well, Wiz actually has a
Wiz
has a
is
massive
not
following
a nobody.
too.
Wiz,
but
Wiz had the biggest record. I think he had the biggest single of the year last
Fast
year.
and Furious.
The Fast and Furious thing was #1 for like 16 weeks.
Kanye is the biggest star in that genre. If Kanye engages with Wiz Khalifa wins just because Kanye took the fight. Michael, in a boxing analogy,
hold on,
this
John.
is a guy baiting a champion
John,
into fighting.
I have a counterexample. Drake and Meek Mill. Drake is a much bigger star than Meek Mill.
Right.
He engaged Meek Mill and won decisively.
Disagree. Check and see how many followers Meek Mill had
Well, he won
before
too.
the beef
He
and
won,
after
no,
the beef.
He won too, but Drake still won. Like Drake and Kanye can be fine.
Yeah, but
This is classic baiting.
But look,
Wiz baited him. Wiz was the smarter of these two
This is
people.
also an era where we talk about having beef, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got beef with everybody else.
Okay.
This is new beef. Who did Nicki Minaj have beef with at those last
Taylor
awards?
Swift.
No.
Taylor
Miley Cyrus.
Katy Perry, somebody like that. You know,
Katy Perry.
like everybody's
and Taylor
got
had
beef with somebody.
Yeah.
Like I've obviously got beef with.
Sorry,
Trudell.
just go to Ireland.
Yeah.
By the
way, you want to have a bigger beef with Trudell?
Yeah.
Did you really call out Fast Track?
Yep, he did.
Did you really
No,
say
I didn't.
why this? This mic'd
No,
up
no,
is.
no.
Okay.
No.
Don't back down.
Don't back down. Go back and find it.
Listen to me. Let me
go back and find exactly what
no,
I said exactly. I meant
the
that.
worst
No,
person
stop.
to
Let me
speak on
talk.
this.
Let
No,
me
I
talk.
want I want
What
to
did
hear
he say,
Michael's
Michael?
description.
He said, how come Fast Track doesn't have a sponsor, but the Mic'd Up does? And I said, because we're better.
No, okay.
right.
No, let me say what I said.
I would say
Don't back down.
We're getting what you
I
said,
was
so you
being
can't lie about it.
I was not lying. I was being honest. I said Fast Track, which by the way, is the inspiration for Mic'd Up,
right?
Because I love Fast Track and I always have. I legitimately said, well, how does that not have a sponsor? It's the best radio
That's
station
not
in
how
LA.
you said it.
It is.
Ireland.
Yes, it is.
Find
Do we have
Frenzy
it?
right at 11 o'clock.
Have I ever lied?
Well, we're gonna play
I'm not
it
lying
and let
to you.
people
I
decide
just
if we're
told you.
taking a shot.
Of course I wasn't.
Ireland, let's tell the truth. We have never. It's sort of like Dodger Stadium. We wouldn't sell out Fast Track. We're not going to whore out.
Nobody asked
Fast
me about
Track
it. They just
by
came in
selling
and
a sponsorship
here.
to it. It is pure like Dodger Stadium. We don't want to sell out.
Plus,
When did you get ethics?
Yeah, no. Plus, this was the origin of
Born
Mic'd
with it,
Up.
Michael.
When you got this show, you came to me and said, okay, I want to come up with some else for the show. And I suggested to you, I said, well, you got to find something
which is what
like
I said.
Fast Track.
Did you not listen?
In other words, but here's what you did.
But you
just
imitated
stole
Fast Track.
If
We
we
said
took
something-
you to court for copyright, you would be shut down.
I did not
Which if you
steal
take
it.
another shot at Fast Track, we are shutting
It wasn't
you
a
down.
shot. I was praising it.
We're gonna find out with Bronstein, and then we'll let people
You're
object.
insane.
Okay, well, we'll see. He's Bronstein's getting the actual.
No, he's getting
clip.
the actual audio.
And we'll see if you
Have I
came
ever
off.
taken a shot at you?
No, I'm just
Ever.
saying you took
Ever.
a shot at Fast Track.
I did not.
That hurts more than taking a
Did
shot
I?
at me.
Did I? No. If you actually listened and
We're
you
going
knew
to get
me,
it. Bronstein is. I do know
Well,
you.
it's not like I'm
That's why I
hiding
was
it.
so shocked by it.
It was literally a compliment to it.
The highest rated segment on the station 4 years.
Which is
running.
what I said.
No, this is not what you. Okay, we're getting.
Wait, oh yeah, no, I want to hear what you said. I want to hear what you said because I'll tell you what, I got Willard on speed dial. And if this, I mean, it's
And
not
by the
gonna
way,
be-
who defends you all the time when these two clowns are trying to get you?
You're insane.
replaced?
I have done nothing ever but defend you.
Well, we're gonna get
Ever.
it.
I've
Okay,
never
he's
spoken
got it.
ill
Here we go.
of
Mace,
you or
put
Billy.
your
Okay,
headphones
I
on.
don't have any.
Wait a minute. Put these headphones
Okay, hang on. I want to hear this
Micah's got
slur.
it. This is
I want to hear this
and
slander.
so objectively, Mike says he meant he gave us a compliment. I say he's ripping
Yeah.
us, right?
You're
All right.
insane
Here,
if
okay,
I'm
let's,
ripping you.
okay, let's hear it.
And I'll ask Ireland, who's probably listening, and Mason, who probably isn't. How come they can't get Fast Track sponsored? This is, this is Mic'd Up is in part inspired by Fast Track, one of my favorite radio segments in all of my years of listening to radio. How did Mic'd Up get a sponsor? That's true. Good. And Fast Track didn't. I feel like Fast Track should be sponsored. Obviously, ours is a lot more interesting. That's why.
There you go.
Well, Michael, you're a very interesting individual, and I like to tap into your brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a shot or was that a compliment, Mace?
That's a shot.
How can they not get Fast Track sponsored? That's the
By the way, which is a
initial
blatant shot at
statement.
the sales department,
How
too.
can
Oh,
they
you
not?
can't be serious right now.
Oh, yeah.
To listen to that
No,
and get
dead
any.
serious.
I was literally praising it
serious.
explicitly.
Okay.
I will back out,
serious.
and he heard it for the first time.
What's
what did
wrong
you
with
think?
you?
Hang on.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, Willard. Willard.
That
can
was
you work
totally a
tomorrow?
shot.
It wasn't even close to a
Michael,
shot.
was that a shot?
Michael's the one that took a shot.
Accurate
Yeah, no,
shot.
you actually,
nuts.
Accurate
you
shot.
actually did take a shot, Michael.
Accurate shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't back
you're
down,
blaming
Trudell.
Trudell for taking a shot, and it was really you that took a bigger shot.
Both of
Trudell hit a small shot, and then
Right.
you took a bigger
Grand
shot.
slam me, baby.
You threw the Blake Griffin haymaker.
Exactly.
He threw the first punch. You threw the second. The one out in the street.
So now there are two fake beefs. Us against you and me and Wiz. Are Wiz and Kanye smart enough to start that falsely?
No, this is a thing now. The having beef thing, it's sort of like the fake feud thing, right? Fake feuds are fun.
Right.
Having beef, I think, tends to be real. Do they actually have beef, or is this pretend beef, Michael?
Oh, he's
Trudell's-
like,
oh.
wait, are you
Hang on.
taking this seriously?
Yep, I'm done.
Oh, Willard?
Come on, Trudell, don't
Willard-
back down.
Listen, it hurt when Mason
Willard,
comes at me.
do Wiz
it's
Khalifa and... Oh, he says it's real beef.
I,
Willard says it's real beef.
You're not talking about it. Shut up. No.
I'll
you-
take it from
you-
Mason. I'm not taking it from you, Ireland. It hurt. It's too close
Yeah.
to home.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
do you-
I'm,
okay.
I'm stunned
Adam,
that you would
play it
attack
again.
Mike Trudell.
Play it again, and Mike, listen to this and tell me.
I was there. I just told you what I said.
All right, play it again, and I will. If others agree that this was,
You don't need others to agree. I told you.
Okay.
I am here.
play it again,
Yeah,
and then I will.
between the lines.
I
It's
will
between the lines.
Listen to the argument. Jay's still digging it up.
Yeah.
I
Don't
guess
need fire.
I don't understand why you're reacting this way, Mike Trudell.
And you were right. You were accurate.
No, why are you reacting this
Yeah.
way? You know
were
that
having-
Ireland's like my
You know that
broadcast
this
uncle.
show-
I can take it from you. Okay.
Yeah, but you know
I-
this show is constructed upon layers and layers of
All right.
jokes, and you
Mike,
all of a sudden are
Tell
taking
me,
everything
tell
seriously.
me when you said this. Go ahead, play it again, and then I'll.
I'll ask Ireland, who's probably listening, and Mason, who probably isn't.
Thank you.
How come they can't get Fast Track sponsored?
Yeah, that's a legitimate question.
How come?
How come
Listen!
they can't
Okay.
Inspired
get
by
fat?
Fast Track.
How come they can't get Fast Track?
One of my favorite radio segments in all of blah blah blah.
That's right.
Get a sponsor.
How can they? Why can't they get Fast Track?
Yeah, why can't you,
sponsored?
Mace?
Like we're trying to, and nobody will buy
Why
it.
isn't
That's
it?
the info.
Same
You said
difference.
why can't they?
Semantics.
Look, exactly.
Listen to the whole
Semantics
segment.
means something.
That is a good question.
So I
no.
only want to take that one statement. I want to eliminate it. I
If
want to
only,
take it
if
completely out
only
of
you had
context.
the person that said it in front of you to clarify it. If only that
Okay.
were possible. And if only he did 6 times.
You can't unsay things.
Yeah.
You can't unsay what you already said. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You can't
That's-
unring a bell.
See,
You
now,
can't put toothpaste back in the tube.
yeah, like Michael's standing by
Yeah, we
his
stand by
"we're
our
smarter."
statement. That's
You're
right.
saying
Mic'd
"Oh,
up.
I didn't mean I didn't."
Yeah, mic'd up is better.
You're listening to KSPN Los
Right, you're
Little
Angeles.
liars on KSPN.
Stand your ground, Trudell.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
like George
All right,
Zimmerman.
now-
stand
no,
your
no,
ground.
Now
Okay,
grow
now
up
let
and
me-
move along in life.
Okay, now let me circle back to why I think Wiz wins in that beef.
Okay.
For
okay, I
example,
just want to point out that John Ireland just said, "Let me point out why Wiz."
yeah,
I mean, you're like
Nobody beats
you're
the
a
Wiz.
grown-up male.
yes.
Right.
Well, Michael knows his songs. I don't know any
Yeah,
of his
Black
songs
and Yellow,
except
man,
the
that's my
Fast and the
favorite.
Furious
Yeah.
song. What's the name of that song? The Fast and the
See
Furious
you
song?
again.
Okay, so for example, today when I was driving in, you guys brought Kelvin on the show.
Yeah.
Okay,
K-Dub.
so in Kelvin coming on your show is a win for Kelvin.
Oh yeah, it's good for
Right.
Calvin.
Right.
Yeah.
So Mike brought him on ostensibly to apologize.
He's going to pick up an extra listener. They're going to be up to like 12.
Right. Well, that's my concept here.
Yeah.
Isn't Wiz getting in a
Look
fight?
at Adam Bronstein. I produced that show.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam, isn't Kelvin coming on Thompson and Trudell really good for Kelvin?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And
It's a bit of a drag for you guys, but yeah.
yeah. So that's why Wiz wins.
Yeah. So but you're thinking about it in terms of who's got more clout or followers. You're specifically using followers as a measure
Attention.
of a person.
I'm specifically using attention. It draws attention to Wiz Khalifa that he wouldn't otherwise have been able to get. It's my same concept with Steve Harvey, which you guys all disagree with. I think Steve
Yeah,
Harvey did that on purpose.
You're the most conspiratorial.
Exactly.
Trudell, snap out of it. Come on.
What?
Yeah, but-
Snap out of
What was the
it.
question?
Snap
Are you
out
seriously
of it.
mad?
Are you pretend mad? Is this fake beef or real
I'm
beef?
deciding. I'm
Okay.
deciding what
Yeah,
kind of
just
mad I
make it
am.
fake beef. And let's
I'm not
move
mad
on
at you.
and do
You
it.
do this all the time. But
Yeah.
Ireland, I'm a,
You expected
Well, it's
better.
friendly
if you
fire.
did. Apologize.
Friendly fire
Just
from
say you're
All right,
sorry.
all right. I will never ever criticize you again.
And say you're sorry for what you said.
I'm sorry for what I said.
Okay, there you go. It's over. Now let's move on and have a
Nothing
decent.
to apologize
Let's
for.
have a
Trudell.
decent
All right.
crosstalk now, okay?
Right.
Jeez, Mike's
Is
over
your
there
microphone
sulking.
still on?
You got nothing to apologize
Okay.
for, Trudell. You were accurate in your
Yeah.
assessment.
All right, so
I liked it. I liked it.
the
You're wrong, Ty. That's not what happened.
I liked it. I like the fact
So-
that
Now you're backing
what-
up my theory.
what did
Which is going to make
Kanye-
him more mad.
What did Kanye actually say about Wiz Khalifa?
There's no way to contextualize it for you in this 2 minutes.
Well, no,
What's
just-
at the heart of the beef?
I'm still learning about it myself.
Okay.
You're studying the Kanye.
Michael, are you
Wiz
surprised
Khalifa
Popovich
beef?
agreed to coach the All-Star game?
well, what choice did he have? Well, he's not going to show up and get fined $1 million?
Is that what is that what the consequences?
Oh, I'm sure
were?
it would be.
So the rule is if you coached it last year, you don't.
Can't do it 2 years in a row.
Okay, so that means Popovich is in the one
Yeah,
seed.
who's in second in the West gets the coaching. Believe
And I
me,
thought he
doesn't
might-
want to go. You know what? He probably will send his assistants.
Yeah, I thought he might tell him to get lost,
Yeah.
but you remember he just took the
Yeah, you
USA
can't do that.
basketball
You
job.
can't do that.
So
He had-
maybe he decided to do it that
The
way.
funniest thing was, I guess somebody had suggested, well, maybe David Blatt should coach the East.
Yeah, that was
Well, he earned
Ty
it.
Lue
Ty
said.
Lue said he
Yeah.
thought it would be sweet.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, could there be anything more condescending than, wouldn't it be sweet
Yeah.
if we let David Blatt
Oh,
coach
I
the
know.
East? That's so adorable.
Yeah, it would be fun if they were the WWE. They would have David Blatt coach the West against Tyronn.
That's
Oh,
right,
that'd be
exactly.
Yeah, because the coaches
Trudell,
don't
are you
coach
back,
in the
or are you
And
All-Star
then
still-
hit him over the head with a
Look
chair.
at
What do you
Trudell
want
is
from me?
still, he's zoned out. Just engage, re-engage.
Well,
You're taking this way too personally.
If I,
Look
yeah,
at
I
him.
will
He's
say
got
this.
that dazed
I know.
look.
If I misinterpreted your comment about Fast Track,
did. I
I
did.
apologize.
No, you didn't.
Okay,
No, you didn't.
He
so
apologized.
I,
Okay, so
I,
now
I
let's
heard
move
it
on.
one
I
way.
stand by it.
It's all right. Well, we don't
Michael-
take you seriously.
Now I'm going to pull a Trudell.
We don't take you
Oh, by the way, Mace,
seriously.
who wins?
If you pull a Trudell, nobody knows. You pull a Trudell all the time during your own show. You just vanish.
So
in the
can I
middle
take
of your
tomorrow
own
off
show.
then?
All right. Did you see how easily I got Ireland to capitulate and won
Yeah,
that,
I
won
didn't
that
back
argument?
down.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was okay.
Well, no, that's
Well, no,
fine.
I really
don't know
forced
what,
him to
I don't know.
I
what
had
you-
to
if you're
solve
gonna,
for a couple minutes.
If
so
you're
we knew
going to
that I meant it.
completely check out, then
I
I
had
will
to,
always
I had to do something
capitulate.
out of character,
Yeah.
so you realize that you were wrong,
You were
and I
right.
did not
Okay.
intend it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, fine.
All right.
Now that you've
I've-
realized that, I can move on.
I have realized.
Okay,
I'm
so-
glad you're back.
So who among these players would you rather have in the rookie sophomore game than Julius Randle?
Okay.
Okay. Alfred Payton,
No.
I could see that. I could see that.
Zach LaVine.
Well, he's just for the flash
He's fun.
factor.
Yeah.
He's more fun.
Because there's going to be number
Yeah,
of dunks. in
I'm
the
trying
game.
to take my Laker hat off. If we were just
Yeah.
two guys
Yeah,
sitting,
no
in
one on
Chicago-
this roster is like
Okay.
insane.
Wait,
These
a
are
minute,
the-
Julius Randle's not on the team?
No.
No,
So
he didn't
here's
make
so
it.
here's
So
what
these
happened.
are the guys that did make it. He's reading the.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason for it. Okay, so both sides took 10 players.
Okay.
It's USA versus World.
Okay.
Usually you take 10 rookies and 10 sophomores.
Right.
In which case,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Julius
Yeah,
Randle
okay.
would have been.
so here are the rookies. The USA players that got taken: Clarkson,
Yep.
Russell,
Yep.
Smart,
Yep.
Alfred
I would.
Payton.
Can I say I would take Julius Randle over Marcus Smart?
The argument for
Marcus Smart missed like 30 games.
Not 30. He missed a few, but he's Celtics are a decent team.
Okay.
He plays defense.
And you want
whatever.
the Celtics
But
are a
Randle's-
heritage franchise. They
and-
won't have any
well,
All Stars in the
here's the thing,
regular
They didn't want to have
game.
3 Lakers out
But
of 10
you know, we've
players.
already. That's
That's
the
the big thing.
entire
Well,
issue.
and Mike,
is
think
there
about
are 2
it.
Lakers
Celtics,
already.
You want representatives from all the teams
Right.
in some way, shape, or form
No,
at
but
the
here's
game.
here's where Randall gets screwed though. So here's the group for the world team. All right, this is guys that some of these guys don't even play. Mario Hezonja, doesn't even play. Bogdanovich plays a little bit. He's okay. Clint Capella, Nikola Jokic, Nikola Mirotic, Emmanuel Mudiay, Raul Neto, Porzingis, Dwight Powell, and Wiggins.
Okay, but now
I
you're
would
talking.
put Porzingis in the regular game.
Yeah, but now you're
Yeah.
in a situation where you're describing this artificial context of world versus.
Well, that's what
They
I'm
America.
stole that from
That's
hockey,
That's
right?
what's really
What do you
not.
think of that,
I
Michael?
love it.
And by the way,
Matter of
hockey's
fact-
already quit.
Matter of
They're
fact, what
not
about-
even doing it
What
anymore.
about since the games in Canada, Ireland? I said, why not have all the Canadian players play against the combination of world
That's
and
even
USA?
better.
Yeah. Bring in Corey Joseph and
Well,
and
they'd have Wiggins. They'd have Corey Joseph.
Sacre, Olynyk, all the Canadians. There's about 24.
Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Nash could coach him.
Exactly.
Look,
That's what they should have done.
But in the end, I mean, he's screwed by a couple things. One, there are 2 other Lakers, and 2, they've got this weird world versus whatever. Would he be a sophomore or would he be a freshman?
Soft.
Would they count him as a sophomore?
Soft, yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. I don't
Yeah.
know why they didn't think of
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah.
got 24 Canadians in the league. They could easily put together. a
Well,
nice
and the
team.
Canadian team would be good.
It would be.
Yeah, but under what
Is
context?
Anthony Bennett still in the
Yeah,
NBA?
he's with the
Yeah, he
Toronto.
plays
He's
for
with
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't play though. But I mean, that's the whole. It's the whole question though. Is Julius Randle is going to feel badly? He just can't help it. 2 of his teammates are going. He's been more productive than a lot of guys.
Have you
that are
talked to him?
playing.
Is he going to feel badly?
Well, I don't know if he's going to acknowledge
didn't-
it or what.
we
Would he
didn't
rather
know.
not? At some point, don't guys say, "Hey, I'd rather get the time off"?
Sometimes.
I mean,
a lot
I
of
would,
guys
I
do.
would say that.
I would.
not when
I
they're-
need
I
a
think when
break.
they're young, they
Not
don't.
when they're
right?
a second year in the league and didn't get to play their rookie year. I would imagine he would have liked to have gone.
Did Clay
That's all.
play in that game?
Yeah.
Back when it was.
Yeah, he was rookie sophomore. He went 2 years in a row. As a rookie,
did
and
you
as a
did you
sophomore.
go?
No, I didn't go for that. That's garbage. I mean,
So to Julius Randle, we say you're only missing
Enjoy your
garbage.
time off.
have you
Back-
seen how they play? It's not even
No
serious.
garbage
It's just
for
run up
you,
and down the floor
Julius.
and throw alley-oop
And
dunks.
I want to before we go. I got to pivot over to Blake. Did you guys pick up any new information yesterday? You were.
We've
you were
really,
doing
I
a full
tell you,
court
we
press on it.
for Michael, you know, you said there was really nothing to
He's
talk
still
about.
saying it.
And
Unless we find out what they fought
we
about.
did
What's
a
the point?
good. Oh, you're right. That's what we're after today.
All right, then.
What
Then
did
I'm
they
interested in
fight
that.
about?
You- what
DeAndre
is
was
the-
there. Apparently?
We're gonna find no.
DeAndre was
We're gonna
there.
find somebody who was in that
What
restaurant.
instigated the argument?
You know, we did 3 hours on it yesterday, Michael.
It,
Okay,
We
he
did
broke
do
his
you
three
hand.
think in
hour
some
in-depth-
way, shape, or form, even if it's loosely connected to like what started the conversation, do you think there's a woman involved?
Could be. That's what we're trying to find. A gambling debt, woman, something. Did he say something about his family?
Very few things will get one guy to hit another guy if they're friends.
Yeah.
A woman
Or
would
somebody owes
probably
them money.
do it.
Somebody owes them
Right.
money.
That's what started the Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, the Boo-Ray fight, the
maybe,
famous Boo-Ray
Well,
fight.
and
Maybe
now
Glaive-
the guy that the Lakers drafted, Javaris Crittenton, is
By the
in
way,
jail.
I
Yeah.
call him Break Griffin now because he broke his hand. Maybe.
Oh, that's very. You are so clever. You're
Thank you.
so punny.
Maybe
It's
Break.
unbelievable.
Maybe Break. Maybe Break lent him money and the
Yeah.
guy refused to pay him.
Oh, then you went through with it. I thought you were just throwing it out for the joke.
No.
But then you
And
actually
then
called him Break.
Break.
Right. So let me ask you
How long
guys this
this
in all
lasts.
honesty. Mike, you said there's no way they're going to trade him.
No.
Okay.
For who? For what?
All right, but
As
here-
Ricky Waters would say.
Okay, but let me ask you this. If they flame out in the second round and they're almost
Well, that-
guaranteed to do
yeah,
it.
Well, then I'm talking about now.
Okay,
talking
no, but I'm
before
just saying.
too.
Okay, so look,
Yeah, this
think
season,
3 months
off
ahead.
season, yeah.
Would you keep that would be 4 years of Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre
Yeah.
trying to make a run and being unable to get past the second round?
I would call Cleveland and I'd say Blake and Blake and Chris for Kyrie and Kevin.
Why?
Wow, you go
Kevin?
that far. I would
would
do
go that far.
Kyrie for
Why Kevin?
CP3.
Why Kevin? Because as a stretch floor playing with DeAndre Jordan, it fit in real nice.
He ain't stretching too good
I
there
mean,
in Cleveland.
that team's
Plus,
not.
Yeah,
he
he
loves
ain't
LA.
very stretchy.
If he
Get
comes in,
crushed
he'll
by
play
the
well.
Lakers.
He's gonna be-
He
he's gonna
was-
stretch more in-
for a
in
long
LA?
time, he was dating a girl whose dad ran a movie
Yeah, it's
studio.
his
Is he
fiancée.
still- Oh,
It's his
okay.
fiancée.
Yeah, I mean, look. If you're
You
not,
wouldn't do that if
I
you're the
made,
Clippers and you flame
I
out?
made the bigger argument that you can't give me a team that the point guard and the power forward were the 2 best players basically in NBA history that win a title. That's not how you win. You win with a center.
well, but you could also
or
make
in
the
wings.
case that if there were no Michael Jordan,
Malone and
Utah,
Stockton never did
Utah
it.
would have won a title.
I mean,
That's
woulda, coulda,
interesting.
shoulda. There's a
interesting.
reason for it. The rim is 10 feet tall. You have to have a rim protecting center who can post up, and you have to have a wing who can go get a bucket, get
The
fouled.
one that the team that's popping into my head is
Detroit.
Dallas in 2011.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Detroit,
Dirk
with
almost
Isaiah Thomas.
served as a
Who was
wing
that-
there because you
who
give
was
him the ball at
Detroit's
the
rim
top.
protector when they
or,
had
and- or
Zach
who
Rose?
was Detroit's wing?
Detroit, they had Van Wallace and Rasheed.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I was
the
talking
rim
about
protector
Lambert.
was
Was
Wall.
Lambert a
with
rim
Lambert?
protector?
Well, Isaiah's a good answer to this, but still, if I give, let's say I give you Isaiah, I'm still right on 95% of league history.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
the thing-
even more than
the
that.
reason I
95.
would look at it if I was the Clippers is, all right, 4 years in a row,
Right.
I didn't win a title, and I can't see how this group is going to beat Golden State.
yeah.
And ultimately,
Or
it's
the
about
Spurs.
beat Golden State. So you gotta come up with a different
That's
combination
why I
of
say
players.
Kyrie and Kevin for Blake and Chris. LeBron would love it.
Neither team's winning.
Well, you got to try to shake something up, and that's
Yeah.
a big.
I
agree,
love
Michael.
the idea of CP3 for Kyrie for both teams. I just think that. You
Yeah,
put
I'd
Chris
do that if I
Paul-
had both teams too.
You
Yeah,
put
I would
Chris
too.
Paul with LeBron, and that is
And both of them have narrower
Yeah.
windows.
right. And then you put Kyrie, Blake, and DeAndre, 3 guys in their 20s,
Yep.
growing up together, because they're not going to win the title probably for the next 2 years.
No.
Not with the Warriors, the way they're
the
loaded.
Spurs always around.
Yeah, and so in 3 years, maybe they become the team
Sure,
to beat.
could be.
And
Yeah.
I think people, Michael,
So
do you think
wait a
people
minute, Michael.
underrate Kyrie?
Oh yeah, Kyrie's he's a stud.
Well, the problem is the injuries.
Well,
the problem is the
offensively.
injuries. He is hurt an awful lot of the time.
He also, the other thing with Kyrie though is that he needs the ball for the whole. Like he likes to pound it, and so does Chris. And so that's my whole thing with point guards and wings. You know, Curry doesn't have to pound it that much because he's either shooting it, right, or he's getting somebody else involved. Like it's just a different.
Boy, by the way,
the
it
pounding point guard doesn't win.
It sounds like Dallas, who played here last night, is going to play Golden State tonight on ESPN. It sounds like they're bagging this game. They
Really?
just announced Dirk out, Devin Harris still out, Pachulia still out,
Right.
and so can
Yeah,
they
he's
win?
Popoviching it.
Yeah, I just think he's. I mean, Dirk showed last night why even if he only plays 20 minutes, he's really valuable because if you don't double team him, he can still score.
yeah.
And I just think the Warriors. The Warriors have won their last 4 games by an average of 26 points.
I know. They look like they
Well,
were
hell,
on a mission.
1 week they beat Cleveland, Golden State, or Cleveland, Chicago, and
San Antonio,
all by
30
30
plus.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
All right,
impressive.
well, we got to get out of here. I hope, John, my point was made.
Yes, you made it, Trudell,
If
and
I
I
tell
believe
you
it, too.
I'll
something,
tell you what. Here's what we've learned.
What?
John, I'll do that to Trudell.
Yeah,
you
Mason,
don't.
you go.
I can't
Because
handle it.
otherwise,
Yeah.
Trudell will check
It's like-
out and ruin
Yeah,
it.
It's
if-
like my-
now that we know Mike's going to check out if I criticize him, I will never
That's not
criticize
criticizing.
him.
No,
Hey,
hold on.
Michael,
Criticism-
Michael,
stop,
do
stop,
me
stop.
a favor.
What?
Change his diapers.
No.
after the show.
Let me clarify.
Do I have to burp him too?
No,
It's
I like
it's not
Mike.
a
I can-
criticism.
I
It's
can
not a
not do that.
criticism is cool. Misinterpretations are not cool. That's why I had to take a stand.
Come on,
If
Mr.
you want,
Trudell.
you can
Hey.
come at me all you want if you don't
Give,
like
give
something.
him his binky so
Yeah,
he
come over here,
doesn't solve.
come over here, Trudell, so I can burp you.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beers.